All right, I have been excited to have this in on loan for a couple of weeks, and I have worn it a lot. I think it's no surprise that I really am a fan of Omega watches. I own three others that I brought out here just to, kind of talk about and compare with this one. This is the Omega Seamaster 44 millimeter, it's 43 and a half, 43 and a half millimeter ceramic cased 300 diver 300, whatever you want to call it. This thing is fantastic. Loaned in from my good buddy JP, 50 Shades of Slash. One of my very first luxury watches was the 42 millimeter SMP Diver 300 with a date, because this one doesn't come without a date. It just is a date. And I have the full box with the bracelet, a standard rubber strap, and then I was able to get this deployant clasp and rubber strap worth every penny of the $500 for this two pieces of rubber and this one piece of steel or hinged piece, worth every penny and the weight changed to the watch. But this one, a little bigger, different dial, no date. A little different color. There's no red, anything. It's a little more muted, a little more subdued, if you will. And I absolutely love it. And I've worn this quite a bit. It doesn't have, that I have found, an option for the deployant clasp, but that's okay. This still wears really well. So we're going to talk about this. We'll just talk about it right now, and then we'll compare it with some of the other ones that I own. So it's a 44, they call it a 43 and a half. I measure it basically at 44, a little under, which is very similar to my first Planet Ocean, 43 and a half as well, but they look different because of the color and the shape of the case is slightly different. So it's 44 millimeters, case size. The lug to lug, which is the ends of the watch, the total width of the watch is 51 millimeters. The lug width is 21, where this one is 20. That's why I did look at swapping the strap between the two. Not quite the right fit. Overall thickness is 14.5 millimeters, sapphire crystal. It is the caliber 8806, which is basically a variant of this one with no date. Weighs in at 3.8 ounces. Again, I'm not a drug dealer, so I didn't do the gram conversion, but you guys can do that if you want. 300 meter water resistance, 55 hour power reserve, 6.8 millimeters on the crown. I didn't measure the helium escape valve. And its reference number, if you care, 210.92.44.20.01.001. And it's like $9,000, give or take. So yeah, take that for what it's worth. So again, JP, thank you for shipping it to me when we're talking about high value items. So the helium escape valve, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. Me, I'm kind of, it doesn't bother me because I have it on so many watches of my own already. I do like the ceramic case a lot. I do wish, much like on my ceramic Planet Ocean, that they did the crown, the helium escape valve, and the bezel in ceramic as well, but they didn't. It's okay. My Planet Ocean has even the ceramic or blackened case back. So I do wish that maybe they did that. I think it looks good the way it is, though. So I'm not really going to complain. I like the little silver accents, if you will. I think they look really good. So let me show you on my 7 1/4. Let me show you the 42 millimeter first. The deployant clasp just works great. So you can hear, I don't know if you can hear the rotor on that one. I thought that was just inherent to this particular model or this particular one because I got it really used and a bit beaten up, which I had no problem with. And then we switch to the 44 millimeter version. And I can hear the rotor a little bit in this one as well. Probably, I'm not even going to try to show you that one, but here it is, the 44 millimeter. I think these are both fantastic watches. Okay. And just to give you a different comparison here with the Planet Ocean in the same size, that 43 and a half, it is a little thicker and it's in steel versus ceramic. So it wears completely different. This is obviously on bracelet as well, but it's a completely different look being ceramic, being black versus being silver, really. And then one last comparison here, the 45 and a half Planet Ocean GMT. This is the deep black version in the blue and black colorway. So 44 and a half, 45 and a half, 43 and a half, and then 42 that I can't just really throw on because of the clasp. This is one of my watches that I wear the most. The second one I wear the most, I took off right before this, I had on today, is the Rolex Air King at 40 millimeter. Just to give you an idea with the 42. And I'm sorry, that was the 44, and here's the 42. So these are the two that I wear the most. I could, if I wasn't obsessive compulsive and a watch collector, I could probably sell every other watch, have just these two, and be totally fine. But yeah, this guy, JP, you nailed it with this one. It's just a beautiful watch. I love the fact that there's no date. That's one of the things that I don't necessarily love about my SMP, Seamaster Professional, is it's got a date. When there's no date, it's just easy to spin up in the morning. It's easy to get into action. You don't care about AM or PM or the date. That's what I love about the Air King. I grab it, I set the date, I go. I set the time, I go. No fuss, no muss. I prefer no date watches. I generally know what day it is already. I don't need my watch to tell me, but that's just me. So yeah, these have fantastic loom. I don't think it's dark enough in here really to show, but here it is with the UV light. Let me see what I can do. Very good loom. It's the very similar on all of on these two, basically the same. Very similar. It's going to last a long, long time. It's going to last a long, long time for sure. Okay, that was silly. But there you go, guys. The SMP Diver 300 in 44 millimeter ceramic, 43 and a half for around $9,000 if you're interested. This one's not for sale, but if this is something that you love, you can go and look online. You can call my buddy Brian over at Creations Fine Jewelers, and he can hook you up with pretty much any Omega, any Tissot. Other brands are coming, and he's just a fantastic guy. He's become friends, and we chat all the time. So yeah, I'll put a link to his website down below, just in case you're looking for any watches, jewelry, whatever. He's got diamonds and John Hardy. I've bought several John Hardy pieces from him for both myself and my girlfriend. Yeah, love supporting him. So there you go, guys. A quick look. If you've got any questions on these, please let me know. Even once I send this back, I'll still be able to answer questions about both of them because I'm fairly familiar with the line. So there you go, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a fantastic day. I greatly appreciate your time.